Hi children, welcome to grade 4 English, and today this is our session 3 in chapter 4, How Jack Went Out to Seek His Fortune. In our earlier session we have completed the first part of the story, and today we are going to complete the remaining. And before getting into our session, let's do an energizer. Children, today we are going to do rainbow bubble breathing. Yes, and here there are different colors of rainbow, and for each color there are 3 bubbles, and you have to breathe according to the bubble. And for big bubble you have to breathe deeply, and for small bubble you have to do some small regular breath. Okay, can you do it for all these colors? Yes, start. And children, I hope you completed this rainbow bubble breathing. Or you feel excited and refreshed? Yes, and now we are going to read the story How Jack Went Out to Seek His Fortune. In our earlier session, we have already completed the first part of the story, and now let's summarize that. And children, there was a boy named Jack, and he started from his home to go to seek his fortune. And on his way, he met a cat, and it wanted to join with Jack. And they both walked more the merrier, jihalti jol, jihalti jol, jihalti jol. And then he met a dog, and the dog also wanted to join Jack. And after that, the cat, the dog and the Jack walked more the merrier, jihalti jol, jihalti jol, jihalti jol. And in this picture you can see Jack, cat and the dog walking very happily together. And then Jack met a goat, a rooster and a bull, and they also wanted to join with Jack, and they all went very happily, the more the merrier, jihalti jol, jihalti jol, jihalti jol. And they went on jihalti jolting till it was about dark. And after that they have to find some place where they could spend the night. And after a bit, there they saw a house, and Jack told his companions to keep still, and he went up and looked in through the window of the house. And after that, there he saw a band of robbers seated at a table counting great bags of gold. And here in this picture you can see Jack and his companions walking, the more the merrier. And after that, Jack wanted all that gold to be his, and he thought to himself that gold shall be mine, and I have found my fortune already. Then he went back to his companions and told them to wait till he gave a signal, and after he gave the signal they have to make a very terrific noise altogether so that they can frighten the robbers. As expected, the Jack gave the signal, and the cat meowed, the dog barked, the goat bleated, and the bull bellowed, and the rooster crowed. And all together they made such a terrific hubbub, robbers jumped in fright and ran away, leaving all their gold on the table. After a good laugh, Jack and his companions they went in and took possession of house and the goat. And Jack was a wise boy. He knew that the robbers would come back in the dead of the night to get their gold. So, when the time came to go to bed, he put the cat in the rocking chair, dog under the table, put the goat upstairs, put the bull in the cellar, and bade the rooster fly up onto the roof. Then he went to bed. Now, in the dead of the night, the robbers sent one man back to the house to look for their money. But before long, he came back in a great fright and told them a fearsome tale. That man had encountered something in that house, and let's see what. And he said, I went back to the house and went in and tried to sit down in the rocking chair. There was an old woman knitting there, and she stuck her knitting needles into me, and It was nothing but the cat, and we all know that, right? Yes. Then I went to the table to look for the money, but there was a shoemaker under the table, and he stuck his all into me. And we know that there was only the dog. Yes, yeah. And next he started to go upstairs, but there was a man up there threshing, that is the process of separating grains from the crops, and he knocked me down with his flail, he said to the band of robbers. And there was the goat, and we already know that, right? Until this part of the story we have completed in our earlier session, right? And let's continue reading the remaining part. Then I started to go down to the cellar, but oh dear me, there was a man down there chopping wood, and he knocked me up and he knocked me down, just terrible with his axe. And then he went to the cellar, and there he saw a man chopping wood with the axe, and he knocked that man down with terrible with his axe. And there was only the bull, as we all know, right? Yes. But I shouldn't have minded all that if it hadn't been for an awful little fellow on the top of the house by the kitchen chimney, who kept hollering and hollering, cook him in a stew, cook him in a stew, cook him in a stew. And that, of course, was the cock-a-doodle-doo. And that man found a awful little fellow on the top of the house by the kitchen chimney, and he kept on hollering and hollering, that is shouting, cook him in a stew, cook him in a stew, cook him in a stew. So the man thought that the man on the top of the kitchen chimney was saying him. So he was frightened, and as we all know, it was nothing but the cock-a-doodle-doo by the rooster. Yes, on hearing the terrible tale, the robbers agreed that they would rather lose their gold than meet with such a fate. So they ran off, and the next morning Jack went home gaily with his booty, and each of the animals carried a portion of it. The cat hung a bag on its tail, keeping its tail stiff, the dog on his collar, the goat and the bull on their horns. But the Jack made the rooster carry a golden guinea in its beak to prevent it from calling all the time, cock-a-doodle-doo, cook him in a stew. And after hearing such a terrible tale by the man who visited that house, the robbers, they were frightened, and they agreed that they would rather lose their gold instead of meeting with such a fate in that house. So they ran off, and the next morning Jack went very cheerfully and happily with all the stolen goods, and each of the animals carried a portion of that gold. The cat hung a bag on its tail, keeping its tail very stiff, and the dog on his collar, the goat and the bull on their horns. But Jack made the rooster carry a golden coin, that is a British coin called guinea, in its beak to prevent it from calling all the time, cock-a-doodle-doo, cook him in a stew. And children, I hope you all are clear with the story. Isn't it really funny, right? Yes. And what is the moral we have learned from this story, children? Hard work and smart savings always leads to our own fortune in our life. And also another one important moral is that we should always have good companions with us to make our life interesting, and we will be feeling very happy and cheerful with a very good companions around us, right? And also we should not steal things, and if we steal things, and it will not be with us always. Clear? Yes. Children, home assignment for today's session. Read chapter 4, How Jack Went Out to Seek His Fortune story, from your concept book twice. And then you have to complete practice zone 1, question number 1. Name all the characters in the story. And second one is, what did Jack go out to do? And third one, who did he met on his way? Why did he decide to take them along? And fourth one, what did Jack and his companions want to find when it became dark? And fifth one, what did Jack see through the window of the house? What did he tell his companions? Children, you have to refer the story, read the story thoroughly, and then answer each question referring the story. Clear, children? And I hope you enjoyed today's session along with me. Hand in your completed home assignment in grade 4 English Google Classroom. Children, drink plenty of water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, don't use mobile phone and television often, and you have to give adequate rest to your eyes, and most of all, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you so much, children.